two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take. Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity.
I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What? How do you do this one? Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The Early Line, only on Sports Grid.
The sharpest football contest show in the land, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show, focuses on Circus Sports Million, Circus Survivor, and the Westgate Super Contest, handicapping the games and releasing our contest picks every week of the season. With two former Super Contest winners, Brady Cannon and James Salinas, a former NFL player, Mike Pritchard, and over $1 million in contest prize money won combined, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show will have you prepared this season like none other.
Fillet Indiana. They would smash them. Honestly.
Do you listen to yourself speak? That's not a reality question. They have not played each other. You are using hypothetical.
And they got embarrassed.
As so many
if
teams
they would have
do.
won that football, yes, that's you're
but that's the thing, guys. No. Stop.
The only argument is Indiana is a decent football team and a product of their environment.
The Early Line, only on Sports Grid.
Welcome back into Pro Football Today, the halftime show with Casey Hudson and Tom Vecchio, running through what's going on this Monday night matchup between the Browns and the Broncos. Broncos on top 21-17 as these two teams head to their respective locker rooms. We just talked plenty about the Browns. I think we need to switch over to the Broncos for a second because, Tom, you and I were eye to eye on a number of things when it comes to what the Broncos were going to produce tonight. It's just halftime. I'm not particularly panicking, but you've got Bo Nix sitting at 110 passing yards, 9 for 18, 1 interception. You've got Sutton being the leader of that wide receiving room, only with 43 receiving yards to 3 receptions. So any adjustments here or any surprise to what they did in the first half and what we're expecting in the second half?
You know, on a couple of those early drives, they had some, good like play action passes where Sutton was coming across the field. That's what I think they need to get back to move the ball well. Like when we're looking at what they have done or like lack thereof on the ground, Jaleel McLaughlin, 5 carries for 20 yards. Audric Estime, 1 for 6. Javonte Williams, 4 carries for 1 yard, and he has the 1 touchdown. They are getting nothing going on the ground. So, again, as I said on the pregame show, I think this has to be a passing game script for Bo Nix. He's sitting at 110 yards. Browns get the ball if they could. And we got to remember, the Browns missed a field goal. This game could very easily be 21-20. So the Browns are moving the ball, the point being. So Bo Nix's live line is 214.5. He's got 110, so he needs 115 yards in the second half. I think that's very doable, combined with the lack of anything that they have on the ground. So I think it's got to be more Bo Nix and hopefully more Courtland Sutton as well.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one because you know what I'm relying on? Receptions. I know you've tried to steer me away from that a number of times, but I just felt it. If he was going to hit such high yardage, I was like, they always target him 7, 8, 9 times. Why not go for 6+ at plus money? So we'll see. Only 3 receptions thus far. Is there anyone that you would look at in that secondary category, though? Because Donnie and I were on the same page with looking at Vele, but not much going on there. Just 1 reception, 16 yards, and no other secondary players are getting that much more involved.
Right. He's got his live line sitting at 29.5, and he's got 16 now. I mean, he's got long receptions this year of 24, 33, 13, 16, 20, and 37. So, he's a good, downfield-ish target. I mean, he can get very easily over this in 1 more catch. And I think I'm going to hop on Vele live over 29.5 just because they're not moving the ball on the ground. Every pass is not going to go to Sutton. I wish they would. That's obviously not the case in the real NFL offense. So I'm on board with Vele over 29.5. Let's roll.
All right, let's go with that. So we mentioned Vele hopping in on that. He mentioned Judy for a touchdown. Love that one, especially with the value coming in. The all number went a little too high, but I think that he's still going to pick up some really, really good yardage for the Browns. And plus, I need it. How far am I off from I like it, love it, leave it, so I can get promoted to love it?
60 yards. You're right. 140 total, needed 200 combined.
All right, Sutton, it's time to go off. Judy, continue doing what you're doing and then find your way into the end zone for our buddy Tom here. So make sure you continue to hang with us here on Sports Grid as we get you prepared for all things Monday Night Football. Brown's going to try to rally back into this one, but not looking too shabby in a number of ways. The expected interception already happened. The touchdown by the defense already happened, but there's still so much action coming in on the other side of halftime. In-game live is going to run you through all of the odds and lines, some of the things that Tom and I discussed. I'm interested to see what the guys picked up during halftime. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you stick with us here on Sports Grid and join the in-game live crew on the other side.
Look at this show.
We stand now on in-game.
Look at how
live.
high his chair is.
Yeah, no, we stand. We stand. This is what I sacrificed by sitting in my little chair.
Yep.
Letting you two feel big.
Yep.
Well, not you.
Yeah.
Because
hold on,
you
let me
are
get
the
a quick-
shortest guy. No, you're not.
Nah.
No, you're not. Oh,
wow.
That's all right.
Wow.
Check Lisi. Whoops,
Check.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's all right. First day on the new job.
Yep.
Oh, is that
Wow.
Yep.
it?
All right.
Nice. Okay.
Listen,
All
I
right.
copied Donnie's lead. I got my steps in during the break.
Yep, we did.
Now I'm standing for the show. I
Yeah.
feel pretty good here, Lisi.
Yep.
It's a power move.
Like-
It
See
is.
it.
Now
What-
you're taller than Donnie. He's
What
he's
you,
going for the gold over there.
Not liking that.
What'd you bet at half, Joe?
I actually took another shot on Jerry Judy alt number up to $1.25.
What were you getting on that?
I think it was minus money, but I
Oh,
put it in
yeah,
a
I thought
parlay.
you were gonna shoot 'em up.
No, because I'm already through his numbers. Nick
How about
Chubb,
the field?
can we
really,
get a three
really
and a,
big.
3.5 yard reception right here? Play action. There it is, Kev.
Go, but Gus, give it to him.
The Gus.
All right.
Ooh, Elijah.
all right.
Oh,
All right,
well,
this is-
offensive or defensive? What do we got?
Donnie.
be on
with the
anyone.
gun. Come on, hold. It's a hold. Hold. Illegal
Did he
contact.
shake loose?
Not good. What do we got here? What is
Up,
going
Denver guy's
on? How
upset.
long for this call?
Talking about
Hey,
it.
look at this.
Field judge.
Look at this.
Like,
Just so people know what I give up now that I'm sitting
Yep.
down. Just so people know.
So you did that. That was a power move to start.
There you go.
Yeah,
Second
but
half.
by the way, I'm
All right.
gonna talk to the staff. We might get that back. I felt good to stand.
Standing.
Felt good. No AD in this fourth
All
quarter.
right, well,
All
listen,
Don't need a
257 up
blowout.
for Winston. I really didn't do all that much, Kev. I'm sitting on some.
Hold on a minute. Did he just run the first play?
Yeah. That's
The
what.
fa-
Because he was the guy that, they're going to run the football, and now he's done. And by the way, his helmet never fits right.
Well, what was that all about, though? I don't understand what that was.
That was his job for the second half.
Nah, see, now we need a full
Oh,
investigation.
wow. Look at
Lawrence.
this. Whoa.
What is this?
Oh,
Look at this.
backwards pass.
It's all right. Get up.
Well, I mean, come on now.
I don't understand.
Shelf that play for
What
good at this
what
point
was
now.
that all about?
Woo.
They have locked every number. Hold on, let me see.
Is he hurt?
No.
But no, see, hold on. Let's try and figure this out.
25 straight plays, they said, without
Okay.
Chubb.
And then the very first play from scrimmage,
He's in.
he's in. There's a defensive penalty,
Right.
and they go, "All right, come over here. Help me figure that out because
I can't. I'm not playing psychologist here. I'll figure out after the game. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I don't know.
That play's supposed
I
to
love
do
that.
that?
We can't figure out after the game
Yeah.
because
Well, right now
this
that
is
You got to
going
ask
to
good
be.
questions.
No.
This is the most important thing impacting the market.
It is
Okay.
for him right now. But I have.
I know you have other bets, but
He's
people
back
are
in.
looking and probably try and adjust off of that move. Is that him out there
It looks
now?
like. I think that's the way he stands
No.
usually. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. That,
It
that's
is him
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
All right. All
Look
right.
at Elijah.
He's back. All right.
Elijah's
He's
the
good.
one, Joe.
Elijah looks great.
Does.
He's up to 263. I need 12 more yards out of Jameis here.
I don't know if you're going to get it.
All right. Thanks, Donnie. That's good. I hope
You got You got 30 million minutes left here to get 12.
Yeah, but I'll use you. When you have Veely, you want the 2 receptions right away, don't you?
I can't believe you made that.
You want to let everybody
I
get
cannot
theirs
believe
in.
how often you try and make these comparisons, and they don't work.
Yeah.
You just compared 12 Jameis yards to 2 Veely receptions.
Yep.
It's
Veely.
That's mad.
Boom, Njoku could have used that. We punting or we going? What are we doing here?
You go for it.
Nah.
Why?
Punt it.
You're down.
Play really good defense.
Nah, come on.
Cleveland's built on defense.
Since when? Come on.
On this game.
Come on, Njoku.
This is his second
make an
drop of the
athletic
night.
play.
Look at this.
He's gotten so much bigger since college.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break here. We'll keep you updated on the Nick Chubb live lines as well, who looks like he'll be a part of this offense. We're with you on Sports Grid.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
Anyone that's been to a sporting event, the atmosphere before a game, I think Game Time Decisions has that same exact atmosphere. This is our arena. This is what we do. There is going to be an energy to Game Time Decisions that you will feel night in and night out. The excitement you get when you lock your bets in, when you're figuring out what you want to do, we can zone in on the biggest games each night. I want this to be the place that people come to before the games start so they feel as ready as possible to lock in their cards. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions to get that new information, react to it, and be able to then bet accordingly. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on Sports Grid.
Your gut says Miami is going to win, and you should take the over. Your gut also said your NFT selfies would only go up in value. They didn't. But your head is on Sports Grid and knows the QB is in concussion protocol. The backup has a 45 QBR against the zone coverage. The New York D has the most sacks in the league. So yeah, trust your head. It's smarter to be on Sports Grid.
Right here with you on Pro Football Today on Sports Grid. Odds in motion, trying to see what lines have moved throughout the week.
Never felt more comfortable in this set than I do for this year. I am ready. I'm just getting angry. The hot takes are going to be here all long, people.
What in the world is going on in Miami, Dom?
It's not particularly anything to shy away from just because many people are on top of it.
Hot take, hot take.
I think this line is asking you once again to take New Orleans.
Pro Football Today, only on Sports Grid.
All right, live to right here on Sports Grid. The Browns do decide to punt as they were approaching midfield. They didn't want to give the Broncos a short field, which I think was understandable, opening drive of the second half. But one defensive pass interference penalty, and all of a sudden, Donnie, Denver is approaching midfield.
Denver's walking out there, and that was a big stop for them to get on third down. That throw to Njoku was a good pass here. Should have been a caught and possibly the chance at either a first down or a chance to go for it on fourth and short, but they punted back down deep. Now it's up to the Denver Broncos to sort of minimize the damage here from that late half where it's like, I mean, you would love to go 21-10 into the break. Weren't able to stop them 21-17. Now's your chance to counter punch right now and get up by double digits once again.
Bo Nix very aggressive with the play calling early on, right? Taking a deep shot to Sutton. So continue to take shots. I mean, both teams are moving the football right now. You can't win it at 21-17. We're looking at trending into the 50s, so we'll see. There's a big run. All right.
Who was that, by the way?
Line
McLaughlin?
total sits at 58.5, but the spread is just 6.5 right now.
Right back to the normal. Yeah.
Right back to the free kick.
Minus
Sounds about
128,
right.
though. They feel 7.5 would be a little too expensive, which I think is understandable with the way the Browns have still largely moved the football within this game. I do just want to let people know that the Nick Chubb rush prop is currently at 18.5. He has not been given a carry in a very, very long time. The opening kind of drive that they had there was really bizarre. He was actually on the field for second and third down of that drive. It is tough to really get a read on what the Nick Chubb situation is. As I said, I do not understand why there would not be clarity on something like this. Why is the sideline reporter, the broadcast knows, they have the graphic ready. He's not been on the field 25 snaps. Hey, Kevin Stefanski, before you head out there, any update on what's going on with Nick Chubb?
Yeah, he just is bad. That'll be the update tonight.
But again, DRS, he's not been good since he's come back.
Yeah.
I do not
He
think...
looks slow.
But he looks slow. Do you think that and it's fine,
Yeah.
is your thought process is Kevin Stefanski watched 2 drives and went, all right, that's enough, after giving Nick Chubb all the rope in the world for every game since he's been back?
I don't know. Maybe just trying to work him in, but sometimes you said, Ford looks clearly the better running back, long run of 21 tonight. Also keep in mind, Nick Chubb's got 6 carries for 11 yards. One of those runs was 10 yards. And was that the first, carry of the game for just about?
Yes.
So basically 5 carries for 1 more yard, and he's not in the passing game, so technically, why would you be in the game?
Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns on prime time against the Steelers, right? It took him a while, and they got him into the end zone, but maybe he's banged up. I told you, someone sitting on Nick Chubb, I'm counting it as a loser right now. I'm not looking to bet or double down just because the numbers are cheap. If they utilize him and he gets back into the lineup, maybe he can get through the 18.5 on the ground, but I wouldn't count on it, especially now since what was the reason why he was out for 25 straight plays? But for me, I've moved on. I mean, in the sense of I don't want to double down on him because I don't know what the situation is, and because of that, I'm just not playing it. But I've counted it as a loser. If he gets a 4-yard reception, it's a win-win for everybody.
Right.
And then we take it from there.
Yeah.
But I think that's absolutely well said, Joe. The thing is there any desire to hit an under on a rush prop?
No, I wouldn't do that because, I mean, if he is not hurt, and let's say there is the potential if they do have the lead in the fourth quarter, and he is a bigger back than Jerome Ford, maybe he does get a couple carries. I don't know.
Yeah.
We have a lot of football left. They catch the lead here. We're looking at this total potentially, 60? I mean, we're talking 45 points.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll see if I can.
What do you got?
I actually, because maybe I'm a buffoon, I want to bet the first play from scrimmage to be a run.
Okay.
Hand off, set the tone.
Yeah, listen, nothing crazy, but a run for a yard or more. It checks in at plus 150 for the Browns' first play.
Jerome Ford?
I could be wrong, but the fact that he was out there on the second and third down tells me they actually are going to play him. If it's Ford, they could still run Ford.
Yeah.
Now, again, the hilarity here is he runs the first play for -5 yards, and then we don't see him the rest of the night. But I just, again, I don't understand, how, I know I'm harping on something now at this point, but, how is the sideline reporter not figuring out why he did not play for a quarter and a half of football?
I don't know. Is it that big of a deal, though?
Yes, he had 20 carries last week.
Yeah.
I understand, if you guys weren't keying up. This isn't about my Chubb bet.
No.
It was 3.5 receiving yards. I could care less. That's not. It's. I don't know. To me, if we said the Broncos' backfield is a mess. Nick Chubb didn't enter the game tonight with a 33.5 rush prop.
Oh, yeah, 60. I think was his number.
He was the biggest favorite to score in the football game.
Yeah.
He scored multiple touchdowns in the prime time game.
I still think he has a chance to score a touchdown, though.
Right.
I do. Rather than get 10 yards.
Goal
rush.
line. I think if they get a drive here and they're inside the 5, I think they might put him in. If he's healthy, he's in there now. Can we get a reception? Can we get this winner? And there he goes, Kev.
There he is. Look at that. Boom.
Boom.
Oh.
He's healthy. He's healthy. Yeah, you got it.
Run for 1 or more yards.
All right.
But again, too, and then I'll move off of this because One of my favorite, and this was, I think, when we were doing this last year, we were doing it only for a quarter, right? But the James Cook situation, Don, right?
Yep.
Where, like, all of a sudden we were like, oh, he just got benched.
Yeah.
And I think there was a moment where him to get, like, a yard was like 2-1.
Yep.
Like, Nick Chubb was just sitting at 9 yards, was going to pay you on a straight wager. He just picked up 7 in a 4-point game that has an entire half to play.
Yeah.
You know?
Might even give him back-to-back carries here. Nope.
No.
Oh, probably should have.
Really nice.
Oh, man, that was a
wide
nice setup
open.
play, too.
All right.
Now we see how they settle in here. It's a huge 3rd and 3, Lacey, to see if they can open this thing up.
Yeah, we got to pick this up. I want Cleveland to get a first down. I want them to drive. I want them to put the pressure on Denver and Bo Nix. Again.
They weren't buying that at all.
No. See, I don't think, again, with the rollout with Jameis, he's a little limited in terms of his speed. Put him in the pocket. Let's just let it rip.
Yeah. I wouldn't even have minded a handoff there after that 7-yard gain on first.
Screen isn't bad in this situation, whether it's a Ford or Chubb. I mean, this isn't bad on 3rd down. Check down, have the offensive lineman out 3rd and 3.
There's been 0 running back receptions so far in this game on the Browns side of things. So we'll see. Could be offsides. It's a quick timeout here. Quick timeout for us. We'll be right back.
It's a new era in CFP to start off this year, put on full display.
My take on this game is simple. I know some people will be upset about it. Good riddance to the Pac-12.
Can you do it in terms of the week to week to week?
I don't see a pathway for this team to miss the college football playoffs.
We want to make sure you have those best bets in the entirety of our betting cards. That was clicking! But he had that program was already going there!
Only on Sports Grid.
We live in a society right now where everybody's a snowflake, everybody's a cupcake, and everybody thinks that nothing is fair. Everything is like, it's not fair. We should have a better chance. We need more. You know what? I'm old enough to remember when you needed to have a perfect goddamn record to win a college football championship. That's the way it was. 11-1, too bad.
Sports Rage tonight, only on Sports Grid.
Fillet Indiana. They would smash them.
What?
Honestly.
Do you listen to yourself speak? That's not a reality question. They have not played each other. You are using hypothetical.
And they got embarrassed.
As so many
if
teams
they would have
do.
won that football, yes, that's you're
but that's the thing,
100% correct.
No.
The
Stop.
only argument is Indiana is a decent football team and a product of their environment.
The early line, only on Sports Grid.
He shouldn't need to hire outside help at this point to be able to help him, let alone outside help, Joe, that used to work for him.
Until they get him out of the way, I just don't see how this gets any better. And like you said, who are you picking from? Because most people who know the league want nothing to do with the ownership group there with the Jets.
Pharrell Coast to Coast, only on Sports Grid.
Back with you right here on Sports Grid. Lacey was all over it during the break. We're trying to figure out the first play for Denver. They hung a very aggressive -165 for a run of 1+ yards. Locked the pass, though, Lacey. They saw you coming.
I know. Too bad it wasn't a completion. That would have been a huge play at midfield. I mean, Cortland Sutton has to play the ball, though.
Yeah, I don't think he was
He didn't even expect it.
Nope.
2nd and 10, I mean, even if they run it
They're not
here, well, let's just say they don't. Let's say incompletion. Clock stops. You get a 3rd and 10 inside the 10-yard line. Cleveland will be set up with pretty good field position.
Yeah, they would.
Miles got a quick get off there, too.
All right.
Goodness.
3rd down.
Yeah, I would actually say now from a total perspective, I'm rooting the punt. I definitely understand, though, yardage-wise, if you're saying, no, let Denver try and go 90 some odd. So,
flag them.
Flag. What was the flag?
Update me, you guys, main needs for the second half here. I imagine for you it's a Bo Nix passing
Bo
touchdown.
Nix passing touchdown and Vele to get 4 yards, cashes 1. So basically 1 catch, and 2 catches more, cashes another one.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Donnie, Lisi, the main needs for you here.
Main needs a Bo Nix 140 passing in this half, and Troy Franklin 17 yards.
All right.
Now, does that personal foul take that play off the board? Yes, it did.
Ooh.
Yeah, it did.
It did, right?
Should have.
I don't know if it did because the yardage is updating on Franklin.
5
yards.
Because the thing is, that play wasn't over per se when that happened.
But I think they might have said it was post play.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Would that personal foul because the whistle had already blown, or just the nature of the hit?
I think maybe just the nature.
Well, they
of the
counted
hit.
the yardage for Nix because he had 110 heading into the drive.
maybe
So
right.
that's good.
Well, man, they're going to go 3 and out like this?
It helps the total.
0.
Franklin! Oh! Wow! Is that Franklin?
Yeah, I think it is.
I don't know.
I need him. Is that
It might be
Franklin?
Mims.
I think it is.
I think it's Mims.
Mims. Yeah, Mims. Wow, what a ball. There's the touchdown pass.
Ooh,
Shotgun.
That's awesome.
Blast.
That's a blast.
Yep,
What'd I
it is.
say, 89 yards?
Yeah, wow.
Was that 89 yards?
I think
Yes,
it's
I think
more,
it might have been.
Lisi.
93, baby. Bo Nix up to 208.
Bo,
Out of a
Bo.
cannon. Out of a cannon,
Yeah,
Kev.
Certainly does, Lisi. Excellent. Whoa, that opens some things up
That's a
here.
dart, baby. Open it up.
Live total 62 and a
Energy
half.
Joker, where is he?
Denver laying 10 and a hook all of a sudden.
Algos.
Lisi, ready for the To the Moon specials?
Yeah, what do you got?
Bo Nix now up to 279 and a half for a prop. That's not the goods. 400 and a half is the new Jameis Winston number.
That's light.
Wow.
Kev, that's light. That's
He's
light.
about to go
Plus
nuclear. About to go
266.
nuclear.
Let's just take 700 between the both of them. Can we
See
get
how
that?
high it goes.
How high does it go? What a shot.
I'll give you the update when it comes. Wow.
Wow, that's huge.
What a pass, though.
That was a dart. That was a real nice ball. That was a really nice ball. Mims coming on. And you know what his total was tonight? 7.5. 7.5 on the ground. 16.5. I think
Yeah.
17.5 receiving tonight. Unbelievable.
2 for
Nix
100.
Now, all of a sudden up to 208 and 1. So the quarterback, the 200 ones.
Yeah.
I know we've been doing that a little bit
Shotgunning.
as well. Marvin Mims is all of a sudden leading this game in receiving yards,
Yeah,
which I love.
crazy.
For 100. All right, let's see. What do we have here? So to combine, oh my gosh, what do you think it is to combine for 700?
What do they have right
Even
now?
money.
Yeah, plus 140.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I mean, they're at
40 cents.
Want to go 800? What's
They're at
800?
They don't have it even. Like they're not even like.
750? You have anything?
I'll see if I can look around.
Play up, play up,
Algo's
play up.
broke. The Algo's broke.
Yeah.
They don't have it.
All right.
I can get you like a
93
passing
yards.
touchdown number, but I think that's
What
a
a
little
dart
different.
that was, Donnie.
It was. It's beautiful.
I
See what
need you-
Jameis has to answer back now.
Ooh, I have a different thing, and we'll see. Man, what a shot there! But we talk about this. I feel so frequently during the show because I still think it is where you can find the most value.
Yeah.
The opposite of the obvious game script wagers, like you just hit every Bo Nix live wager.
Yeah.
And you are now in the mix for all kinds of plus money
Yep.
on his halftime situations
Yeah.
there. And I will let you guys know this because I was looking at it and I didn't play it because I just kind of did some different things. But the Browns' longest completion and constantly the opposing quarterback is getting through it.
Yeah.
Obviously, when a quarterback throws
Yeah.
for 93, that's next
Yeah.
level. They give up the second most yards per pass attempt to opposing
Bang,
quarterbacks
bang,
this
bang.
year. It could be first by the time this game ends here. The pregame over is through the door, and it doesn't seem like the end is in sight now. 400 and a half, the prop for Jameis Winston. We'll
Yeah.
keep following a wild Monday nighter after this quick break.
Yeah.
It's a new era in CFB to start off this year, put on full display.
My take on this game is simple. I know some people will be upset about it.
good riddance to the Pac-12.
Can you do it in terms of the week to week to week?
I don't see a pathway for this team to miss the college football playoff.
We want to make sure you have those best bets in the entirety of our betting cards. That was thinking! But he had that program was already going there!
Only on Sports Grid.
We live in a society right now where everybody's a snowflake, everybody's a cupcake, and everybody thinks that nothing is fair. Everything is like, it's not fair. We should have a better chance. We need more. You know what? I'm old enough to remember when you needed to have a perfect goddamn record to win a college football championship. That's the way it was. 11-1, too bad.
Sports Rage tonight. Only on Sports Grid.
Fillet Indiana. They would smash them.
What?
Honestly.
Do you listen to yourself speak? That's not a reality question. They have not played each other. You are using hypothetical.
And they got embarrassed.
As so many
if
teams
they
do.
Won that football. Yes, that's you're
but that's the thing, guys. No. Stop.
The only argument is Indiana is a decent football team and a product of their environment.
The early line. Only on Sports Grid.
He shouldn't need to hire outside help at this point to be able to help him, let alone outside help, Joe, that used to work for him.
Until they get him out of the way, I just don't see how this gets any better. And like you said, who are you picking from? Because most people who know the league want nothing to do with the ownership group there with the Jets.
Pharrell Coast to Coast. Only on Sports Grid.
Welcome back to where apparently the easiest narrative you could have ever had access to has now played out. When we just went to commercial break, I like to think some of you out there aren't watching this game, you're watching us. Like, man, I can't wait for KW to let us know what happened in this game. I mean, we just saw them react to a 93-yard touchdown. I imagine we didn't miss much. First play, 70 yards, Jameis Winston hits Jerry Jeudy for a touchdown pass. Jeudy is up to 6 for 167. Oh, by the way, 8 legs, octopus. They went for 2. Jerry Jeudy caught that as well. Jameis Winston, with 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter, has thrown for 336 yards and 3 touchdown passes. In this game, still 0 drives, 0, that have gone for longer than 2 minutes and didn't at least result in a field goal attempt. This is a rocket ship. Live totals 70 and a hook, and it's right before championship weekend. It feels like a college game. 5.5-point spread. Judy's taunting the crowd. He's a bad man. Jameis Winston's live passing props 448.5. He's a bad man. Jerry Jeudy's live receiving props 192.5. Yeah, you guessed it. He's a bad man. Lisi is too. He's got a lot of parlays in, and they got life.
Oh, forget the curve, Ricky. Bring him the heater. Let's go. Let's get this game into the 80s. I really want to see it 336, like you mentioned, in terms of Jameis Winston. I thought Patrick Surtain was supposed to be guarding Jeudy tonight. Hasn't mattered. He's abused that secondary. I mean, this game has life. Down by 3. I'm on Cleveland right now, plus the 6.5. I still think Bo Nix could get to potentially 350 in this matchup. He's hitting Sutton. We saw Marvin Mims through his number. Forget the rushing attacks. I'm not looking rushing attacks in any way until we're the fourth quarter, Kev. You could jump on maybe Chubb, Javonte Williams, that's fine. But right now, it's all the secondary wide receivers. Who do we look at? You want to look at maybe Sutton? You want to look at – I'm on right now, I told you, 12 yards with Troy Franklin. That's all I need to complete a parlay. Be happy for that if that comes through.
All right, so little trivia for everybody because I'm looking up now because I don't know it off the top of my head.
Go ahead.
The most receiving yards in a single game in NFL history is what I'm looking up. You know it by chance?
I know Cooper had 262 last year, right? That was against 262 with Flacco. He put up that 262 with
Did he really?
Yeah, 262 with 266 last year.
All right.
In that win over
record.
Yeah, over Houston.
If this counts, I guess it does.
Go ahead.
Flipper Anderson.
Yeah. Yeah, Flipper Anderson with the Rams.
Yeah, well, he went for 336. Calvin Johnson went for 329. All right, so there you go.
All right, so 336.
There's been 6 career 300-yard games.
All right.
The last time it happened was 2016, Julio Jones.
Okay.
Jerry Jeudy right now to get to 250 yards is 11-1.
You want to take it?
Kinda.
I mean, nobody's covered him all game. And this is great. We get the hold. Is this on the kick? This was on the first play, right? Holding call, so 1st and 20 for Bo Nix.
Jameis to get to 500 is plus 520.
Most passing yards was Cousins on that Thursday night against Tampa Bay. What did he throw for, 505?
On the season? Or you
for
mean
the year?
Forever? Oh,
no, for the year.
Yeah, what's the most in a single game? 600
Here it is,
or
Kev.
something?
Flag.
What is the most passing yards in a single game, Lisi? Any idea? If you had to guess, how many do you think it is?
I know Marino threw for 500 against
Tell you what,
Marino threw for 500 against New England. I mean,
so here you go. 554, 1951, Norm Van Brocklin.
Was Marino in there?
Marino, 521 against the Jets. Ready for this? 2 guys are at 527. Joey Burrow is at 525. 527, Warren Moon, and you guessed it, Matt Schaub.
Really? Not Schaub with Atlanta.
But he was with Houston when he did it.
Oh, okay.
Can we get...
Let's get it here. We got to play.
Hang the Jameis break the record number at this point, no?
Yeah, 200? I mean, 200 the way he's chucking right now?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, how many attempts does he have? Is he over 40?
Every single drive.
Is he over 40 attempts right now?
37.
All right.
Every drive, Lisi, is take 2 seconds, right?
This is great.
They're the first.
Forget the curve, Ricky.
Could he have someone here?
Oh, that was
Franklin too, right?
All right.
Okay, all right.
All right. Go underneath to Franklin. He could catch it and run. Don't be afraid with the deep ball.
12-yard out route.
12-yard out route is just as good as a curve. Look at those shoes, huh? Unbelievable.
Yeah, now I'm thinking.
Now I'm juiced up.
I'm thinking Jameis.
Kev, we were right on this total today.
Yeah, I know. You know what I don't like is that I played the total for as much as I played Chubb for 4 receiving yards. I don't love that.
We're not out of the woods with that. We still
but
I said I wrote it off. That doesn't mean I'm not hoping deep down. We still have this.
I said I wrote it off.
He's still chucking Big Bad Bo. All right.
It's true.
Oh, nice move. All right. Okay.
You're about to get the football back.
Yeah. 3rd down. This is great.
Like, at what point do we get the, James isn't going to throw anymore. They're winning, like, statistics.
They would have to be up by, 10, 14. I mean,
I think at that point, he might still just go for it.
I mean, again, they have 3 wins. They're 3-8. They're not in wild card contention. Forget it. They're dead and buried for the most part.
Jeudy and Sutton for 200 plus.
Take everybody. Check down to Franklin. Come on. All right, Troutman. Okay. All right.
I mean, Jameis is going to get the football back here.
He's got 218, Big Bad Bo.
70.5 total, 3.5 point spread, plus 176 for the Browns on the money line. Browns first play from scrimmage, plus 150 for a run.
Yeah. Give me the pass. Minus 140. What?
No, completed plus 135. Incomplete.
They have
plus
a 20-yard reception on this drive like they used to?
Oh, that's a good call.
What do they have?
Jameis for a 20-yard completion, plus 220.
You want to take that? Come on. That's not bad. Plus 220?
I am tempted by the run, only because, it's very rare you get plus 145 for a game that sits like this. But I agree with you. The temptation has to be to toss with the way the game is going.
Can I get 2 passing touchdowns out of Bo Nix?
Nix is up to 302 and a hook now.
Who is?
Bo Nix.
Yeah, because the algo's saying that at worst we're going to be tied 28, or they're going to be up potentially 32-28.
I snuck in a little Lisi special.
Yeah,
which was both quarterbacks for 300 plus passing plus rushing.
Not a bad look.
At 13-1.
I like it.
So now we're on the Bo Nix.
All right, we got to make some money here. What else could we jump into? What do you want to do?
I don't know. I mean, you tell me.
Let me see. All right.
How about Bo Nix rush yards? He's got -1 right now. He's at 4.5.
I mean, they're hanging a 195 on Jeudy right now, in-game number. He's got 167. You want to take Judy's receptions? What do we have?
Now I'm hot on the Knicks. Why is Knicks hasn't ran for 3 straight games? Interesting. 5-5, -5. Why would that be? Kid's a runner.
He's a runner, but with the game on the line, you want to take him for an anytime touchdown?
You always with the anytime.
I know.
Always. Sent me Brock Purdy last night on the
How about
anytime.
Elijah Moore, 97 yards?
How about the other guy?
Check Panther. check
someone turn the lights
Panther.
down.
Double duty. Oh, boy. Okay.
70.5. I don't know. I'm trying to find the number here, Joe. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's up to 800 plus, but it's locked because they think they're going to get there. Probably.
All right. I mean, that's always a possibility, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is. I guess. Just check mute on that side. Make sure that he's not coming in hot. Thank you, guys. I tell you, I know I'm saying but I'm just like a little stunned by the game right now, Joe.
70.5. Kev, we've worked some crazy ones on primetime.
They've been getting a little better.
I know. Started with Jameis.
What's Thursday? What's Thursday? Oh, Lions-Packers.
Oh, Jordan Love, dead under.
Everyone's going to be trying to be sneaking
Right.
out.
Let's just get this one in the kilt.
It's a good point. All right, we're going to hit a break here. We'll be right back. Wild one on a Monday night.
It's a new era in CFB to start off this year, put on full display.
My take on this game is simple. I know some people will be upset about it. Good riddance to the Pac-12.
Can you do it in terms of the week to week to week?
I don't see a pathway for this team to miss the college football playoffs.
We want to make sure you have those best bets in the entirety of our betting cards. That was thinking! But he had that program was already going there!
Only on Sports Grid.
We live in a society right now where everybody's a snowflake, everybody's a cupcake, and everybody thinks that nothing is fair. Everything is like, it's not fair. We should have a better chance. We need more. You know what? I'm old enough to remember when you needed to have a perfect goddamn record to win a college football championship. That's the way it was. 11-1, too bad.
Sports Rage tonight. Only on Sports Grid.
Fillet Indiana. They would smash them. Honestly.
You listen to yourself speak. That's not a reality question. They have not played each other. You are using hypothetical.
And they got embarrassed.
As so many
if
teams
they
do.
Run that football. Yes, that's you're
but that's the thing, guys.
correct.
No. Stop.
The only argument is Indiana is a decent football team and a product of their environment.
The early line. Only on Sports Grid.
He shouldn't need to hire outside help at this point to be able to help him, let alone outside help, Joe, that used to work for him.
Until they get him out of the way, I just don't see how this gets any better. And like you said, who are you picking from? Because most people who know the league want nothing to do with the ownership group there with the Jets.
Pharrell Coast to Coast. Only on Sports Grid.
Where did that lead? Back with it right here on Sports Grid. Shut this game off. We're going home. I'm taking a nap. I got Uncrustables waiting for me. Nick Chubb threw his number in the receiving game. Oh. During the break, we were very calm. Polite handshakes. Everything we did, we could have done on air. I know that much. Joe's Leasies. What can I do without you,
I told
pal?
you with the 3.5 in the bag. We got it easy.
And you never gave up on it.
Never gave up. I said I still had a glimmer of hope. We counted it as a loser, and now we got it as a winner. Can we get Bo Nix through 275 now?
We had Donnie actually leave last segment to hit Stefanski on the bat phone and say, hey, Boys need Nick Chubb through the air.
That's
Yardage.
Yes. You still got 5 minutes in this game. 53 points.
Yeah. Skyrocket City.
I will say, good tweets just came in. One of the regulars, the Chicago, our buddy from Chicago.
Yeah.
And I was like, we went wild during commercial.
Yes.
Just wrote, stop going to commercial.
Yeah, true. Exactly.
Which I did appreciate there. That was awesome. A screen pass like you dream for, and he goes for 19 yards on it.
Yeah.
Which now
should have altered it, Joe.
25. They did have a number, I believe. Oof. 25 was like 310.
Yeah.
Crazy number like that. And we got it.
Now let me throw this out here. Let's see how annoying I can get.
Go.
Now explain to me why this guy was benched for 25 straight plays in the first half.
They're saving him up. He had
all
one
of a
good
sudden
play
he
left.
He looks like he's
one
at
good play
Georgia.
left. Yep.
Oh, I love the play call.
Oh, whoa.
Look at this.
Whoa.
Spanking it into the
All right.
ground. Cleveland look a little lively now.
Yeah.
Defense.
Spunky.
Total as high as 70.5 in this game, Lisi. Right now.
I love the
sitting
total.
I know.
I do. I mean, think of it this way. They don't get a first down. Cleveland's going to get the ball. I'm going to say what? Their own 40, hopefully. The way Winston's playing. I mean, I understand they didn't go anywhere on that drive, but again, they still got moved the football for the most part. I don't see them stopping in any capacity. Now, the longer this game goes on, more pressure on Bo Nix and Denver to win it, right?
Not
They're
good
at
field
home.
position either.
Yeah, and they're still
Continue to throw.
throwing.
That's
I love
what they
it.
do, though. It's what they
Come
do.
on, Franklin.
Oh, he's got a deep shot.
Wow,
Ooh.
it's wide open. I mean,
Portland.
there's a million yards in this game,
Yeah,
Donnie.
there is.
Love it. And there's a million.
So what does Sutton hit now?
Time of possession. We
That's
got
his fourth
multiple
catch?
possessions. He's up to 250,
Oh,
Bo
wait, hold
Nix. That was right on the gun there. That was a 36
4
yard
for
play.
75 now.
Was it? Wow, he's at 250. Yeah, his receiving yards early in the day was my favorite look in this game. He kept climbing.
It's a great ball.
And, I don't – like a lot of people like when it's – I moved in my favor. See,
Yeah.
this is good. I'm like, nah, see, I
Yep.
missed out on the best of the number. I
Yeah.
get annoyed like that.
Yeah.
So we tossed them around.
Leave
and
it alone.
Things. And, yeah, man, this has been something
Come
to
on.
watch here now.
Come on, baby. Give me Franklin.
This has been
Don't stop. Don't stop. All right.
Yeah, we
running
that's
hard.
Estime all of a sudden.
Yeah,
out of
keeping them honest. Keeping them honest.
I will tell you this,
Yeah.
DRS, because you are very good at rooting in for people.
Yeah.
The Franklin thing now is important.
Mm.
Like
Very.
12 yards, I
like
think.
Terry McLaurin, important.
Yeah.
So
that now becomes the key for the fellas here, which is all good. For you,
Yeah.
I know you have a
All day,
valet,
right.
but and I know it they kill you by not giving you the live boost. You always, but
Yeah.
no desire, Donnie, to bounce in here and click something.
Just not necessarily, because it's one where it's like you're
Oh,
so
look at
close
this.
to 3 straight wins
Yeah.
if you just get the one play. Because if I get 3 yards, it cashes 1 ticket, which would mean a catch, which would put him again, and then another would cash in if he gets the 3 total catches.
Yeah.
So I have 3 parlays locked in the Vele right now, who doesn't have to do very much, but
Right.
not really getting the targets at
Yeah.
this point.
let's see what that was a nice little run
Face
there,
mask,
right?
Jeez, man.
Yeah, how do they miss these calls on
Open
prime
field
time?
stuff, too. It's
I mean,
crazy.
3 calls
Yeah.
I could think of. The Sam Darnold face mask, the Joe Burrow hit to the head, and this. Like, I mean, his whole head turns.
Yep.
How do you not call that?
Motion.
This is it. Be aggressive here.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
bad ball.
Yeah, that was bad.
All right.
Good play design. Bad
Yeah.
execution there.
Bad execution.
So we fly way over the total at this point. It's an
Yeah.
offensive. Let's see. We have on each.
Now, why
355
was this
and
total,
250.
when you think about it, priced at 41.5? I mean, Jameis put up 24 in the win at home over Pittsburgh in the snow. They put up 38 at home against Atlanta, put up over 25 against Las Vegas on the road. How did we what was the mindset of thinking that this was 41
Jameis
and
on
a
the
half?
road, dead team. Who
Is
knows
that-
what you get? But you know
I
what
mean,
you got swinging.
Yeah,
You got some
I think
swinging.
I think Lisi too. 2
Look
games.
at this, out of a cannon.
2 games. I know one certainly you could speak to.
Yeah.
At New Orleans, they scored 14, and at the Chargers, they scored 10.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, on the New Orleans game, they had a gazillion yards offense. They just couldn't punch it in.
Right. Same
and I
thing
know
with
you said the
Chargers.
Chargers was similar, so I think hidden value where
Right.
the book's like, well, they're not scoring. But,
Right.
today they capitalized.
Red zone in the Charger game, he threw a critical interception in the red zone, right? But their defense got abused by Quentin Johnson. That was one of his best games where he actually caught the ball for 101 yards. Did he get through his total yesterday?
Who?
Johnston?
No.
Oh, my
He had
gosh.
like 12
His
yards.
first play, he dropped the ball.
Oh, he did?
Like, I'm telling you, DRS, truly, like, not like, listen, I love that you gave that out.
Yeah.
I really do wish you gave out 2+ receptions, minus 450.
He had 2 receptions.
He had 2 catches.
One on 2 targets. No, he had 1 on 2 targets.
Oh, we only had 1 catch yesterday? Wow.
Like, the fact it would have lost, like, I don't know. That would have
Yeah.
probably been my favorite something of all time.
How that game played out. You know, I lost that parlay with the multiple tees down.
Yeah.
You know what game I lost on?
On that game.
That game, 32.5. 32.5 with Kirk Cousins and you know,
Like
17
crazy picks.
So here, we'll bust into a topic with a minute left. Like, can they actually get rid of this guy Kirk at the end of the year?
What?
Like, I don't know the financials of it all, but they have
I
the
don't
guy
know if
behind
they
him
can.
waiting.
Yeah.
Don, his last 3 games, he has no touchdown passes.
No, he's bad.
Like
the pick 6 that he threw looked like he was a court. Like, if you remember when Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl, like he couldn't throw 5
That was
yards, but they
amazing.
still had a great defense, and he somehow managed through it. But that looks like the arm that Kirk Cousins had on that out route, which is such a telegraphed pick 6, easy the other way.
You go for it here, by the way, if it's 4th down, 3rd and 2. They going?
Yes.
Think so?
Yeah,
up
3 to 6. I
Yeah,
think
if you don't
should
lose
be
yards, as
aggressive.
long as you don't lose yards.
I would, but I would be wrong. Well, I think a quarterback keeper wouldn't be a terrible idea. Get Rush moving here, try and see what options are out there. Man, Pritchard had that like obvious game too down there. That's fun. That's so fun.
5 triples.
All right, we're taking a quick break. We're watching Broncos Browns with you on Sports.
It's a new era in CFP to start off this year, put on full display.
My take on this game is simple. I know some people will be upset about it. Good riddance to the Pac-12.
Can you do it in terms of the week to week to week?
I don't see a pathway for this team to miss the college football playoffs.
We want to make sure you have those best bets in the entirety of our betting cards. That was thinking! But he had that program was already going there!
Only on Sports Grid.
We live in a society right now where everybody's a snowflake, everybody's a cupcake, and everybody thinks that nothing is fair. Everything is like, it's not fair. We should have a better chance. We need more. You know what? I'm old enough to remember when you needed to have a perfect goddamn record to win a college football championship. That's the way it was. 11-1, too bad.
Sports Rage tonight. Only on Sports Grid.
Fillet Indiana. They would smash them.
What?
Honestly.
Do you listen to
honestly.
yourself speak? That's not a
Come
reality
on.
question. They have not played
Come
each
on.
other. You are using hypothetical.
And they got embarrassed.
As so
then.
many
if
teams
they would have
do.
won that football, yes, that's you're
but that's the
100%
thing, Johnny.
correct.
No.
The
Stop.
only
Please stop.
The only
Let me
argument
speak.
is Indiana is a decent football team and a product of their environment.
The early line. Only on Sports Grid.
He shouldn't need to hire outside help at this point to be able to help him, let alone outside help, Joe, that used to work for him.
Until they get him out of the way, I just don't see how this gets any better. And like you said, who are you picking from? Because most people who know the league want nothing to do with the ownership group there with the Jets.
Pharrell Coast to Coast. Only on Sports Grid.
All right, back with you right here on Sports Grid as we are taking a look at next week's game, Micah Parsons show.
It's actually not bad though. Like you want like crazy bonker stuff, which 2 teams dead in the water basically. You're going to get it.
Where's that game at Dallas? You guys have it? What do you
Looks
think
like
the
it's at
number? I don't know what the number is. What do you think? What would you say that number should be at Dallas?
Dallas 2.5 point favorite.
I think Cincy should be laying -2.
4 and 8 though.
Yeah,
What's the total?
Forget 49.
Yeah, I'm going to go 40. I'm going to go 48.5. Make it spicy.
All right.
Donnie didn't give a side prediction.
No.
What's the line?
Well, it's so embarrassing.
What is it?
Bengals are laying 6.5.
6.5 on the road?
Oof. I said 2.5. That's so embarrassing.
Wow. What's the total?
Lisi swung me 49.5.
What'd you get? You got that one?
Yeah, I got
I got 48.
I
didn't think they were posting a 50.
And I just
basically got 50.
Well, let me ask you this: depending upon what happens with this game, is that affecting the Bengals? Because then they'll be 7-6. They'll be 2 games behind Denver, right?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, in that, like, they still play Denver. And the Cincinnati schedule, like, the Steelers game, as you can tell by the pricing against Dallas, was the most difficult remaining game for the Cincinnati Bengals until Week 18. Like, I kind of just throw those a little up in the sky because we don't know what's going to be what, right?
We're going to watch the Simpsons telecast of that game, though?
No, certainly not. If you, we can put it on the bottom. We'll put it on the bottom.
Yeah, put it on the bottom.
So Lisi, like, they could get, like, they're certainly not going to be mathematically eliminated, right? If Denver drops this game.
But it's I just worry about, like, how many times can this team get off the mat and, like, say, this is it, this is it.
So here's the tough thing for that race is the Colts' 2 comeback wins did them no favors because Denver hits the bye,
right,
and then they play Indy. So now you're looking at one of those teams is grabbing a win in 2 weeks' time. So now, you know what I mean? Like, you have to catch both.
Right.
Not to even mention Miami, which, you know, you could certainly, okay, the Dolphins aren't in it, that's fine, but, like, you know, that's always the thing. When you lose like that, you got to get in front of a lot of teams.
Yeah.
If you're the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hard to jump teams.
Very, very. Yep. So, yeah, I look at that Cincinnati thing, and all I can say is I'm glad I didn't waste any free bets or anything like that on their futures because, you know, it just doesn't matter, right? Maybe something works out, but I don't feel silly for not getting. I'll tell you, I'll throw this to you quickly because the quarter's about to come to a close. I was telling the guys today, I said it a little bit earlier, I actually, before I looked at the number, said, man, I might bet the Ravens to win a conference. I'm probably going to get a really nice number on this team.
Buying them low right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Donnie. Donnie, they're plus 450 to win the AFC.
Yeah, that's good.
You didn't get
How
that?
is it, like, the Packers are 7-1 to win the NFC.
Yeah.
The Vikings are 10-1 to win the NFC. How is Baltimore still under 5-1?
Yeah, we talked about it today on the radio. It's one of those teams where in any given day, in any given environment, you're not like, oh, they can't win that game. There's no scenario that you say Baltimore can't win in the playoffs. Now, granted, some people say, oh, well, Lamar doesn't play well. We're just talking now, right now. Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. There's no way he can beat Kansas City. Yeah, he can. There's no way he can beat the Bills. Yeah, he can.
Yeah, and they had the number 1 seed last year, so perception. They're going for this.
No, they're going to try to draw them off sides.
No, I would go for it. Roll the dice.
They're not going to snap the ball before the quarter. Oh, my goodness, they did.
That's a great call.
He got it.
He did get it.
All right.
That is an excellent call by them. It'll be Cleveland ball when we get back.
It before the.
But Donnie, I agree with your assessment on Baltimore. But and now maybe you don't care as much about it. But like, I think the price is terrible at plus 450. Like,
is that the conference?
Yeah. Just my point is, Kansas City and Buffalo, it's comparable to Detroit and Philly. Like, okay, that's the top of the conference. Like, Baltimore has no argument to be viewed in the same tier as Buffalo and Kansas City. I understand they hung with the Chiefs and smashed the Bills. They have 5 losses.
Right.
Like, you cannot view them in the same tier.
I'm telling you, like, if they squared up in the playoffs, I'm taking the Ravens over the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
It's just because they have more upside. They're a 7-5 football team, but again, they could go with anybody, right? Defensively, they're not there.
NBA priced right now.
And it's based. I think part of it's based off of last year as well, where they were the number 1 seed.
Yep.
There's that potential from a roster perspective. They're viewed as one of the better teams in the NFL and the AFC for that matter.
Can you just, because I think I know what you're saying, but NBA priced, explain that.
That means, like, nothing matters until you get to the playoffs, and then you say the Baltimore Ravens are going to line up against you. Oh, wait, I think they're actually better.
I think it's a very good No. I genuinely think that is a very good way to describe the price. It does explain why I'm so angry about the price, though, because they're not good in the playoffs. Like, that's not where it's worked out for them. But, again, I think it's really, really well said. It's going to be the fourth quarter next right here on Sports Grid.
it's a new era in CFP to start off this year, put on full display.
My take on this game is simple. I know some people will be upset about it. Good riddance to the Pac-12.
Can you do it in terms of a week to week to week?
I don't see a pathway for this team to miss the college football playoff.
We want to make sure you have those best bets in the entirety of our betting cards. That was thinking! But he had that program was already going there!
Only on Sports Grid.
We live in a society right now where everybody's a snowflake, everybody's a cupcake, and everybody thinks that nothing is fair. Everything is like, it's not fair. We should have a better chance. We need more. You know what? I'm old enough to remember when you needed to have a perfect goddamn record to win a college football championship. That's the way it was. 11-1, too bad.
Sports Rage tonight, only on Sports Grid.
Fillet Indiana. They would smash them. Honestly.
You listen to yourself speak. That's not a reality question. They have not played each other. You are using hypothetical.
And they got embarrassed.
As so many
if
teams
they would have
do.
Won that football. Yes, that's you're
but that's the thing, guys.
correct.
No. Stop.
The only argument is Indiana is a decent football team and a product of their environment.
The early line, only on Sports Grid.
He shouldn't need to hire outside help at this point to be able to help him, let alone outside help, Joe, that used to work for him.
Until they get him out of the way, I just don't see how this gets any better. And like you said, who are you picking from? Because most people who know the league want nothing to do with the ownership group there with the Jets.
Pharrell Coast to Coast, only on Sports Grid.
That's not a penalty? We're back right here on Sports Grid, and I know you probably heard me coming in. That's not a penalty on that hit?
It's targeting.
Patrick Mahomes, that's a suspension on the player and 30 yards downfield.
Yeah, I don't know. Questionable ref
Benito's
calls
got 10
here.
and a half sacks on the season.
Unbelievable.
And is Jameis even out there for this play?
Yeah, he is.
Ow, I thought the helmet would not.
But
if it gets knocked off your head, I think like that, you can put it back on. Get back in.
He got knocked off his head because he got knocked in the head. Like, I don't even. Like,
Joke. What's
Look
the
at this Njoku. Look, fighting for the ball. Look at that. All right.
All right. Now this game maybe settles in a little. Total down 65.5. Spread, though, is 6.5. So, kind of not a real expectation of scoring from the books on the drive here.
Not really sure. Look at this call. Terrible.
On a football play, you shouldn't call that, but in the NFL, they usually call it.
See, the helmet didn't really come off. It came up on his face, so they allowed him to take it off. That's why he didn't have to.
Right. Still, the helmet to helmet, though.
Yeah.
Is that not?
Yeah,
should have been called.
Sure.
Should have been called. Unnecessary roughness.
Okay.
All right. Yard line.
All right. Be aggressive, Bo Nix.
First play from scrimmage.
Pass.
Locked.
Yeah, what do you think they do now? It's obviously it's only 6 points. A long way to go. Jameis Winston can lead touchdown drives, so they're not going to get conservative. But I don't know if we're seeing pass, run, pass, run.
No,
they've been running it. By the way, what is their running back statistics? Have they been decent so far?
McLaughlin's
got 20 for 90.
Game.
Like they're having success. 4.5 yards per carry.
I feel like they got going in the second half a little bit. That drive coming out of the half, they were a little more consistent with McLaughlin.
Estime had a few carries as well. Javonte Williams benched basically because he's not been good enough, it appears. It's what it looks like.
What are we at, 31-25 right now?
Yes.
So, I mean, at worst, you want to get a field goal, make it a 9-point game. But you want to take some clock off. But again, you can't afford to give the ball back to Cleveland. I mean, their offense is still moving the football, right? I mean,
your
clock
defense is not as important as scoring.
Right. But I'm saying if you could take 5 minutes off the clock, kick a field goal, now you're up 9. Now that's obviously, puts more pressure on Jameis. Defense is starting to get some pressures. I'll just say this. I do not like when they roll out Jameis in terms of play action, naked outside. That pass rush is getting to him.
Yeah.
Just let him sit back with 5 wide in the pocket, survey the field. Forget the play action right now.
Jaleel McLaughlin right now at 71 yards, 80.5 for a prop. Audric Estime, 14 yards, 18.5 for a prop.
Bo Nix have a rushing total right now?
Yeah, it's a half a yard.
That's it?
It's a -1.
I mean,
you could get knees on the back end, but
knees on the back end. But what if Cleveland takes the lead and he's got to lead a fourth quarter drive? He might tuck it and run. I'm just saying that's one 5-yard rush. We're in like Flynn there. No, half a yard.
I don't understand. Like if Jaleel McLaughlin's the lead back, and they're about to run the football a little bit, and he's been good. I mean, why would he not get 10 more yards?
I do. I think
that's a good look.
He gets the first carry rate out of the break here.
Like I tell you, the only reason I'm not clicking right now is, as we've said from the beginning, that backfield's so messy. Like all of a sudden they're like, all right, cool, Estime, you take over now.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't stun me.
With Bo Nix, 45 more yards or 44, 293.5 in-game number. I mean, we got 12 minutes left.
And again, there could be a moment he's trailing, so I don't disagree with you on that. I don't.
I mean, Jameis's number, 441.5.
Continue to sling it, kid.
Yeah. Well, I would love to see aggressiveness here. Obviously, I need some things to fall into my lap. Energy Jokers rooting on some stuff. 12-yard reception would be fantastic for number 16 right now.
Right.
But
doesn't make the cut on this play. Ooh. Now, that's Javonte Williams back there, I think.
Tiny.
Like, I'm pretty sure that is J. Will back there.
All right. Troy Franklin.
We're taking
Come on,
a deep
Franklin.
Shot here. I don't think he was out there, Joe.
Throws a
that's an
pick.
awful, awful play.
That's great, though. That's good for totals. That's good for props on Denver's side. It's all right.
Who'd he go to? Who's 19? Is that
That's
Franklin?
Mims.
Mims, yeah.
I mean, if that is the most,
That's a
I
rookie
think Joe
mistake.
Lisi's calling the play. Rookie mistake.
What? Throwing the ball like that?
That was designed with that. There's no way that wasn't the exact thing they
I'm not throwing that. Is that Denzel Ward? Yeah, I'm not throwing at Denzel Ward one-on-one in a jump ball situation. Yeah, that's a terrible pass.
Oh, bad pass. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, but like the decision, Donnie.
Yeah.
Was to take the kill shot.
Yes, they went for the Joe Lisi kill shot.
Yeah.
First play, go out there and end this game. There were 3 DBs back there. 2 of them went with Sutton. Again, he didn't execute the play.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah,
it was a one-on-one opportunity.
It could have been better.
Right?
Like you have a relatively low-grade wide receiver going against maybe the best corner in the NFL. Maybe I'm not taking that shot.
Yeah, I guess Sean Payton would have benched him if he didn't take that shot.
Yeah.
That is all you are supposed to do.
Twitter's very upset right now with that play call and execution.
All right, here we go. Nice. Go deep. Wide
wow.
open. Jerry Jeudy.
Through all his numbers.
Makes a man miss.
There you go.
And
Love
there
to
was
see
a
this.
huge 175 plus out there. He's up to 200 in this game now.
202. 410 for Jameis. 446 was light.
Yeah.
446 was light. This is great for Bo Nix props. Great for Bo Nix props.
Coverage. Goodness.
Bo Nix going to go to the player he trusts the most. Troy Franklin.
Oh, stop.
They did it in Oregon. They did it in Oregon. Check down.
No, but that's not.
Check Panther.
Stay hot.
Stay hot, Jameis. What happened there?
Bouncy?
You do. What's funny is if you get the touchdown, you're up now. But Denver's can call a normal offense no matter what.
Obviously. But then you know what it is. There is a sense of urgency because now if you give up the touchdown, your defense hasn't stopped them all night, right? You get the ball back, and yes, you can run the football, but you got to score points on that drive.
Yeah.
Because there's no guarantee that your defense is going to give you the ball back with a 3-and-out or a turnover, right? I mean, it could happen, but
Winston, man.
Winston's dialed in. He might go for 500s on the table right now.
It really is.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
is that Chubb?
Stay
Is that
aggressive.
Chubb?
Come on.
It is actually nuts that they are still thinking on 2nd and 10 to run the ball.
Correct.
Like 1st and 10.
Is he happy with a field goal attempt here?
No,
I mean, is he?
Would be.
Stefanski?
Where are they on the field?
They're on the
39.
35. It's 52
He's not
yards.
happy with it, but he's taking it.
Yeah.
Right? Hopkins is on the field if this is incomplete, I would imagine. Multiple interceptions.
What do they do here?
Bo Nix.
You know what I do? Screen. Have Chubb or Ford in there. Work.
Ford doesn't have a reception
I'm just going.
in this game.
I'm going Judy, man. Just take a Judy shot here. You got a single.
Who's that on the? Is that Eli Moore on the bottom?
They're not even going to him.
That is
Good
Eli.
ball again.
Thresh. That's Thresh. Look at this.
They do 2.5 point spread, minus 215 for Denver to win the game. Total up to 66.5.
Wow.
That's 10.5 points. All right.
I said it. I did it. All right.
They're going to take the lead here, aren't they?
I got to be honest.
Just don't implode, Jameis.
I'm just going to throw this out there.
What do you got?
No, I'm just saying, like Cleveland next year, I would go with Jameis as the starter. I mean, you know what?
They might have outplayed it, though. Like, I don't know if they can afford it now.
I know. I'm just saying.
Jameis to the Niners?
Oh,
wow.
He got hit,
That
though.
wouldn't even be his fault.
He got hit.
That's crazy. That's usually an easy interception. Oof.
Well, hold on. What do you
again?
Do you guys think that Jameis gets a chance to be a starter next year somewhere?
He's earned it.
I don't know. We know how it plays out, though. Playing with a team, he can throw for reckless abandon. Then he gets in a situation where you actually have to be a competent quarterback. You're supposed to win, and he just flames it all over the place.
Yeah, Darnold, though, I mean, you know, he had more upside than Darnold. At least, I mean, look at Darnold. Darnold's career up until that point, you know, with San Francisco last year and now what he's doing with Minnesota, nobody thought he could do anything. Jameis is chucking the ball all
What
over
team
the
would be
yard.
like, that's my franchise guy, though?
But it doesn't have to be franchised, Donnie. Like, to Lisi's point, Sam
Rich
Darnold
guy?
starting for the Minnesota Vikings this year. Jameis has earned a starting job more than Sam Darnold ever did. Darnold didn't even do anything to get the
I
job.
don't think they wanted Darnold to get the job this year. And he's
Well,
the starting
they were
quarterback.
saying they wanted him to
Yeah,
have the
but
job.
we know how that works out.
What, they give it to Jacoby
Like
Brissett
Carson
for
Wentz
6
gets drafted high. I was like, hey, he's the third-string quarterback. Oh, no, he's starting game number 1. Here we go.
All right, we'll take a quick break, but you're right here. We'll see if the Browns can put points on the board.
It's a new era in CFB to start off this year, put on full display.
My take on this game is simple. I know some people will be upset about it. Good riddance to the Pac-12.
Can you do it in terms of a week to week to week?
I don't see a pathway for this team to miss the college football playoffs.
We want to make sure you have those best bets in the entirety of our betting cards. That was thinking! But he had that program was already going there!
Only on Sports Grid.
We live in a society right now where everybody's a snowflake, everybody's a cupcake, and everybody thinks that nothing is fair. Everything is like, it's not fair. We should have a better chance. We need more. You know what? I'm old enough to remember when you needed to have a perfect goddamn record to win a college football championship. That's the way it was. 11-1, too bad.
Sports Rage tonight. Only on Sports Grid.
Fillet Indiana. They would smash them. Honestly.
You listen to yourself speak. That's not a reality question. They have not played each other. You are using hypothetical.
And they got embarrassed.
So many
if
teams
they won that football. Yes, that's you're
but that's the thing, guys.
correct.
No.
The
Stop.
only
Please stop.
The only
Let me
argument
speak.
is Indiana is a decent football team and a product of their environment.
The early line. Only on Sports Grid.
He shouldn't need to hire outside help at this point to be able to help him, let alone outside help, Joe, that used to work for him.
Until they get him out of the way, I just don't see how this gets any better. And like you said, who are you picking from? Because most people who know the league want nothing to do with the ownership group there with the Jets.
Pharrell Coast to Coast. Only on Sports Grid.
Back with you right here on Sports Grid, and what would you look at that?
Anytime touchdown.
We were wondering if Nick Chubb could receive in this game tonight. He sure did in the end zone.
Wow.
I will tell you this, Lisi.
Yeah.
We would be distraught right now.
If we had the 25.
Because he's at 24.
Yeah. Yes.
But
the 3.5, Kev, it was like feeding a baby. Come on.
Yeah. No,
I mean, they were
nice
giving
to
it
see.
to us.
It's nice to see.
Jameis Winston, man.
Again,
Holy.
there is kind of a reason why I was keying in on like what's going on with Nick Chubb, who I think now has more receiving yards than rushing yards in this game.
Yeah.
You want to know how this thing's going? Let's see with the extra point.
Oh.
Got it.
All right.
32-31 lead now all of a sudden for the Cleveland Browns. The Broncos stick as favorites, but not by a lot. Minus 118, 69.5 listed total. So I go to this first, Donnie.
Yeah.
Right now. You have a feeling for who wins this football game?
I'm still going to give it to Denver. Favorite coming in. Long way to go in the fourth quarter. They got the football, only down 1. You just have to make smart decisions and smart play calls. They gave up that last drive right there. Hey, let's get aggressive and not throw. Like if you throw the ball to Cortland Sutton 101, I have no problems gets intercepted.
Yeah. No, it's a
you
great
don't
call.
throw it to him and it's 101 against maybe the best cornerback in football. Not the greatest decision by the quarterback and the coach, but honestly, Jameis Winston marches him right down the field and punches it in.
It would be a shame. I'm sticking with Cleveland. It would be a shame for Jameis to throw for 500 in this game and not win it outright. I mean, I'm sticking with Cleveland. I mean, now pressure on Bo Nix and Denver to at least get a field goal.
Yep.
They don't score on this drive. I mean, if you're Cleveland, you can go right down the field and score again. I mean, it's great. I'm leaning to Cleveland, though, Kev. I mean, what do we have, 63 points in this game?
Yeah.
The best game of the year so far, I would say. That we've covered some good ones.
Anticipated not having a great game.
And this has been fantastic so far.
41 total. Did they
I would
get
say
there?
the Bengals-Ravens game as well was pretty
Yeah,
good.
that
But this has been dynamite. The Browns flipped to favorites slightly. Now
Should be.
minus 118 their way.
Should be.
And the game just hit pick on FanDuel at minus 113 either direction here.
Is Dorsey going to be a head coach next
I don't know.
No,
I
no way.
look at this game, and it does feel like the Browns win it for this reason. Let's say Denver goes down, gets points.
Yeah.
And, why couldn't Cleveland get points? I'll throw a number out to you, Lisi.
Go ahead.
I think it's too big.
Go ahead.
20-1. Will there be overtime?
How do we get there?
Touchdown, 2-point conversion. You're right there.
I
That's all
like
you
touchdown.
Yep.
So touchdown by the Broncos.
Touchdown.
39-32.
Yeah.
And then we get there. All right.
That's the path.
Then does Cleveland go for overtime, or they just go, 2-point conversion time?
Depends how much
I bet
time's
you they
left.
do that. I bet you we don't see OT because of that.
He might be right.
What do we have to lose?
Right. What are you looking at?
Pass completions props.
Oh, boy.
James is at 30.
Yeah.
33.5 is the number. Knicks is at 18. Or 14. 18.5 is the number.
Yeah, I like them both. I
would agree.
Can you parlay them?
No.
By the way, Knicks is 14 of 30. Jameis 30 of 49.
Listen, I'm going to shout out right now to Big Bad Bo Nix. No need to go deep. Go to players that you trust, players that you've built almost a Pac-12 championship with.
Yep, the guy that let you down in the Pac-12.
Troy Franklin, 18 yards of reception in college. Don't forget him.
Deep shots, smash shots.
Donnie, I need you to bet something live because you've been sitting.
No,
here
I'm being
rooting
angry. I'm angry.
You've been
right
sitting
now.
here rooting
Why
on.
is he
Like,
angry?
I'm sitting at a
He's been
game
sitting
of
here rooting on Vele for
63
4 hours.
total
It's the game
points.
of the year.
Lightning strikes all over the place. And Bo Nix has.
I'll tell you
14
what.
completions,
I'll
so.
give you another hook.
Yeah.
Lil Jordan Humphrey could, peek his head out for 25. I hit another parlay.
Little Jordy.
Lil Jordan, and he's a big body.
Yeah.
But I really need Troy Franklin.
What I deal with on
I know you deal with it, but listen, we counted the Nick Chubb as dead and buried. He came through from the abyss. Troy Franklin searching for answers out in Mile High. Troy Franklin, no run.
Oh, look at this. We don't trust the rookie now, Joe. What is this?
No, it's just picking up yardage. You're down a point.
All right.
I don't think
There's a
it's
world of time left here. A world of time.
100%.
But I do feel like if you're Denver, I would go with a little tempo. You don't want to, take 40 seconds off the clock.
I think they feel the exact opposite.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right.
I guess the only way the Browns lose is if Jameis just self-destructs on one drive.
It's possible. Where that pass rush gets him.
Oh,
I don't
Bonino's
think Denver can stop them at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Donnie, you got a game where a guy's rolling sevens, but also, how sustainable is this?
I don't know.
You know?
Who's this?
Dipped.
Who is that?
Sutton again.
All right.
He
Good
gets
ball.
right over him.
He's a good one.
I mean, you
over
said
100?
the total, Lisi, was 69.5 heading into this drive?
Say it again.
Is that what you said the total was for the heading into the drive?
Yeah, I believe so.
Now 70.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is funny, but they're not really banking on the fact that they would score a touchdown. In
Right. Well, here's the thing. Do you feel confident with the field goal if you're Denver? I wouldn't.
No,
Seven or
no way.
7 or bust,
Yeah,
right?
no way.
So it's not 7 or bust. It's just that I'm
what
not
I'm
settling for 3.
Right.
But again, there's also an eternity left in this football.
Yeah.
With the way, as we've said, what is the longest? Forget now, like the caveat. The longest drive in this game is that third drive.
Cleveland?
Denver, 6
Oh,
minutes
Denver.
and 3 seconds.
Yeah, right.
The second longest drive in this game is 4 minutes and 12
Grant
seconds.
Delpit, former LSU standout.
Like there's not been any
They check him for
drives in this
concussion?
game that take long.
Yeah.
None.
7 minutes left here. What happened?
I think they're checking him for the
He's got to
concussion
come out.
buzz.
He's got to come out. All right. Grant Delpit.
They were
All
like,
right.
listen, this guy Sutton was so open, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Like you got to be out of your mind, or you got to have a concussion, one or the other.
LSU's finest there,
Yeah,
Leedsy.
one of. Yeah, back in the day. Played in, I believe,
Stringham.
8 overtimes.
They just straight benched Javonte Williams in game though, like that hot hand stuff.
By the way, that looks like a little kid in the backfield right now.
That's McLaughlin. Like Estime is the big bully in the backfield.
Where's he been? Is he even get a carry tonight, Estimate?
Yeah, he's got 2 for 14 yards. He's been all right.
All right.
Been all right.
Cannon.
We're going to be running up against the break here though, and we again have had one of our wildest games of the season. Jameis Winston thrown 4 touchdowns, not including a pick 6 that went the other way. It's a rocket ship here, folks. We'll be right back with you.
It's a new era in CFB to start off this year, put on full display.
My take on this game is simple. I know some people will be upset about it. Good riddance to the Pac-12.
Can you do it in terms of a week to week to week?
I don't see a pathway for this team to miss the college football playoffs.
We want to make sure you have those best bets in the entirety of our betting cards. That was thinking! But he had that program was already going there!
Only on Sports Grid.
We live in a society right now where everybody's a snowflake, everybody's a cupcake, and everybody thinks that nothing is fair. Everything is like, it's not fair. We should have a better chance. We need more. You know what? I'm old enough to remember when you needed to have a perfect goddamn record to win a college football championship. That's the way it was. 11-1, too bad.
Sports Rage tonight. Only on Sports Grid.
Fillet Indiana. They would smash them. Honestly.
You listen to yourself speak. That's not a reality question. They have not played each other. You are using hypothetical.
And they got embarrassed.
So many
if
teams
they would have
do.
won that football, yes, that's you're
but that's the thing, John.
correct.
No.
The
Stop.
only
Please stop.
The only
Let me
argument
speak.
is Indiana is a decent football team and a product of their environment.
The early line. Only on Sports Grid.
He shouldn't need to hire outside help at this point to be able to help him, let alone outside help, Joe, that used to work for him.
Until they get him out of the way, I just don't see how this gets any better. And like you said, who are you picking from? Because most people who know the league want nothing to do with the ownership group there with the Jets.
Pharrell Coast to Coast. Only on Sports Grid.
Ward.
Welcome back. Broncos Browns. Denver is driving, and they're taking some time off the clock as well. Just picked up a really important third down. It was 3rd and short, so it was certainly manageable, and they managed it here, Donnie. But now they're looking for a touchdown.
No, they are. And you might as well just keep it simple here. If the running game is going to work, which didn't work on that play, I actually don't mind that because now you're facing the clock. You want to score. And if it's a touchdown, you want to leave as little time on the clock as possible. The one thing, though, you don't want to do, 2nd and 12, you can't have a field goal in this drive. You get a field goal in this drive, you get beat. You have to understand that as well.
Got to be aggressive here, right? Still utilize
I don't mind the
pass.
first down run, but now you got to be aggressive. Let's go.
I mean, they'll take the field goal if it's 4th and long. But again, I think if it's Travarius Ward is in the locker room, so that's that. Yeah, there you go. I'm still opening it up. Open it up here.
5 wide action. Ooh, Bo with a little leg work. Haven't
First
seen that
time
this game.
all
yeah.
night. He actually
run
really takes
I'm
off.
surprised he doesn't run.
Third down, big third down now.
Is because it wasn't a look for me tonight, but I looked at it in
half
game.
a yard.
Yeah.
He's not been running at all for a little bit now.
No.
He's had 5 or less yards in 4 or 5
He came
games.
in 19 and a half, and I'm like, oh, you know what? That's appetizing. You know, good pass rush for Cleveland. He should run. And like, let me just do a quick background check. Whoops, they're not there. And it's not even like, well, I ran 5 times for 5 yards. No, it's like no carries, 1 yard, 2 yards, and no.
No, on the 15,
like his longest carry
right?
of the year right there.
Where'd they mark this?
3rd and 6. This is really tricky now. Because, again, that field goal, look, you'll take it, but it's not what you want, right? You're not up 3. You'd only be up 2 with a make. Sent the whole house. Great call. Should score, really, this
Oh,
Mims.
he's got to go for it. Yo, you're going for this.
You are.
Oh, you are.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you are.
You don't get this. Woo. You got the 3 timeouts.
You only have 2 if you're Denver. I'm just letting you. I know you can't
I
see.
thought he had 3, yeah.
know.
All right, but you got the 2 minute, though,
What are we
too.
doing? Is this a rollout or is this a...
I
don't think you hand it off.
I don't think you hand it off either.
Yeah.
I think it's in Bo Nix's hands. He's athletic enough here. There's been plenty of wide open guys, Donnie, on running
No
short.
Denzel Ward out there.
No, yeah. It's been. Is it Denzel Ward or is it Tre'Davious Ward? It was Denzel Ward that went to the
Denzel Ward,
line.
I thought it was.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Wow, that's major. Did they just pump up? Oh, that's tough. Ooh, that is tough.
What,
Donnie.
they kick the field goal now?
No,
you never.
No,
You can't.
no. He would have taken the delay a game and then kicked it.
It's true.
This is it. This is the game then.
It's good.
No, not that. Because I'll be honest with you, the Browns will run Chubb into the back of the Broncos defense 3 times for maybe 3 yards. So I think they would get it back personally. But I mean, look, it's no doubt it's a big swing. It's a huge swing. But I'll tell you now. Listen, there's no guarantee that they would get a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
If Denver, but if they do, I mean, Jameis is going to put him inside the 50.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, with what we've seen. Oh my God, this can't be serious.
Wow.
Oh my
Called
God,
the
this
timeout
can't
and
be
kicked it.
serious.
Holy moly.
All right.
I think Cleveland wins the game now.
No, come on, dude, with this guy. That cannot
Look
be a
at
serious move.
In elevation, too. Like, you just got to get to the 50 for a chance to win this game now. Doesn't trust the rookie, Kev. Doesn't trust him.
Wow.
Here's Jameis ready to rock. Ooh, what a game we got, huh?
This is crazy
It is.
right now. All right.
Oh, my God.
Let's see what happens.
Yep. Tough call right
This is
there.
it.
Tough call by Sean.
All right. Well, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I had Bo Nix and Jameis each to get to 300 passing plus rushing, and Bo Nix is at 299. Is what I'm thinking.
We need
You're
a
getting the ball
minute.
back.
Right?
No, you're getting the ball back.
How do we figure that?
Because Cleveland's going to drive down and kick a field goal with about 50 seconds left.
All right. I hope you're right, Don.
Or one play to Jerry Jeudy like they've been doing all night long and just house it right away.
Minus 210, Denver wins the game. Plus 162 on the money line. Total is now checking in at 68.5. Jameis now passing. It's all like the plus stuff. It's not over-unders. But the plus 475 or 475 plus is minus 186. He's plus 260 to get to the 500-yard barrier now in this game.
Man.
If, Donnie, you want to bet on what you just said, you can get a huge number. Plus 490 for Bo Nix to throw for 31 more yards, which, again, is score of any level of time.
Yeah.
And kind of flip it around here. Anybody on the Cleveland offense you would look to eat on this drive? Play some action on?
Judy,
Judy for 6 yards, minus 130.
More?
Yeah, it's going to be the wideouts. Like, I like Njoku. He's had a couple catches tonight, but I think on this drive it's wideouts.
All right, we're taking a quick break with you right here. It is In-Game Live on a Monday nighter with a lot of points. Let's see if we have any more.
it's a new era in CFB to start off this year, put on full display.
My take on this game is simple. I know some people will be upset about it. Good riddance to the Pac-12.
Can you do it in terms of the week to week to week?
I don't see a pathway for this team to miss the college football playoff.
We want to make sure you have those best bets in the entirety of our betting cards. That was Lincoln! But he had that program was already going there!
Only on Sports Grid.
We live in a society right now where everybody's a snowflake, everybody's a cupcake, and everybody thinks that nothing is fair. Everything is like, it's not fair. We should have a better chance. We need more. You know what? I'm old enough to remember when you needed to have a perfect goddamn record to win a college football championship. That's the way it was. 11-1, too bad.
Sports Rage tonight. Only on Sports Grid.
Fillet Indiana. They would smash them.
Honestly. You listen to yourself speak. That's not a reality question. They have not played each other. You are using hypothetical.
And they got embarrassed.
So many
if
teams
they
do.
Won that football. Yes, that's you're
but that's the thing, guys. No.
The only argument is Indiana is a decent football team and a product of their environment.
The early line. Only on Sports Grid.
You shouldn't need to hire outside help at this point to be able to help him, let alone outside help, Joe, that used to work for him.
Until they get him out of the way, I just don't see how this gets any better. And like you said, who are you picking from? Because most people who know the league want nothing to do with the ownership group there with the Jets.
Pharrell Coast to Coast. Only on Sports Grid.
All right, we're back to right here on In Game Live. Jameis just, it seems, picked up a 3rd and 12 with a little bit of a dime to Elijah Moore of 14 yards. Now, we didn't get a replay before they hit the 2-minute warning. So, DRS, because I know you're usually ahead, let us know if they're like, hey, they're lining up again. My thing is, I could be wrong. I probably am. Is there a world they don't go for it? With 3 timeouts in their pocket?
That's what I was saying, that they would
go
punt.
For what, though?
If that ends up being incomplete.
No, I don't think you can give the ball back. You have a better chance of getting the 12 yards than giving up a field goal, burning your timeouts, or 1 first down, the game's over. No, you're going for it no matter what at this point.
I mean, 4th and 12, I mean...
It's under 2 minutes. You're not getting the football back.
I mean, they have 3 timeouts. I mean,
already in field goal range.
It's tough because I think Stefanski would punt it if it's 4th and 12 in that situation. But again, we'll see.
But also, they're 3-8 too. But they're 3-8. What are you punting the football for?
You know why I would go for it? Is if I stop them and they kick a field goal.
Yeah.
I need a touchdown. That's all good. I feel right where I'm not down at this moment.
Yeah.
6 or 7 points where it would become a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
If we allowed that.
Right.
And I think you now just saw. Sean Payton's going to play conservative.
Yeah.
So if you stuff him and you're 4th and 2, he's not going to go for your kill shot. He might even punt it.
Yeah, you're
honestly.
right. You're right. It's a good call. Let's see what happens.
But it doesn't look like it's going to be overturned.
I don't know. Some people are saying it looks like his left foot might not be down, but there's nothing from like a beat writer at the stadium that's like, this is the way it's going down.
I mean, they have 1 timeout, Denver, right? So 1 timeout left?
Yeah.
All right, what happened here?
Now they're just hyping up the rest of the game. I haven't heard anything on this, like they're reviewing it or anything yet. But that's what the NFL will take the long 2-minute warning, then come back to reviewing it. We'll go to another 3-minute
all right,
break.
so by the way, while we were away.
No doubt.
All right, so he got it.
Yeah.
And now, if you're Denver, I mean, having to use a timeout to get the field goal unit out there. Yeah. Like, I know coaches don't like taking delay games to make field goals any further than they need to be, but the field goal that went in was 27 yards. Don't you take, Donnie, the 5-yard penalty? Or, oh, my goodness, there he is, Jameis. Oh, tackle him.
Nope.
Tackle him.
Housed, Jameis. This is what we were setting up and calling during this game. I said there's going to be one of 2 things. Jameis is a hero or he implodes. There you go. 2 pick sixes tonight. This is why we talk about Jameis Winston going to other franchises being their quarterback. This is the true Jameis Winston. So much fun to watch, so much losing on top of it.
What? No, see. No, I know he's thrown
So the way
two
he's been
pick
at Tampa Bay?
Hold on. I know he has thrown two pick sixes.
Yes.
The opponent has still moved the ball. Like, Don, he put up
Is he not
32
down?
points.
No,
right?
nobody touched him.
Like, Don, I can't sit here and go, hey, where'd they lose this game? Well, Jameis is the quarterback.
That foot, that right foot of the Denver Broncos player. Let's see that again if they show it.
Yeah, but he didn't have possession when he caught it.
Wait. He's got it there.
Where? It's
Ooh,
not even
it's
close.
I don't know.
You're saying if Eli Moore hit him on the way down?
No, he didn't even hit him. He
technically,
just, they're not reviewing it there, but so no. So yeah, there you
Need
go.
him to miss this.
Yeah, that would be
Shank it.
fantastic.
That'll do it. But then we get
41-32.
This game will last another 30 minutes with Jameis back there.
Yeah, I mean, now has never been a better time to jump in on live action if they hang it, but it doesn't look like they will.
My goodness.
Unbelievable.
Denver covering all of a sudden.
Yep.
Which
incredible.
Yeah. It's not only that. I mean, listen, it's a terrible football. It's a great play. How in the world does that go for 6? He is laying on his back.
Yeah, usually would just, and also.
He's not even, it took him a while to get up.
By the way, how many timeouts?
4.
3. What do you mean? They have 3.
Cleveland had all 3 of them
Yep.
still? Okay. Because I was going to say, there's no reason that you should have got up and the game's over, but technically it wouldn't have been. And also, you score a touchdown, you kick the extra point, you make it 9. So there's no harm in saying he should have just stayed down.
It's tough.
Wideout gave up on it. He's like, we lost. Just hang out of bounds here.
Yeah,
How is that possible?
73 points.
Yeah.
All right.
So how many yards do we have total in this game? Just looking. It's over 900 it was.
Bo Nix has
515 of 401, so 916 yards of offense.
probably get another 50 at least here.
Yep. You'd be in a prevent if you're Denver.
Oh, yeah, certainly so. Certainly so.
Let me ask you this. Because of time, they get into field goal range. You think they just kick the field goal
Yes,
if they have
1,000%.
all 3
They have
timeouts?
3 timeouts. In fact, Lisi, because I think sometimes teams go, all right, we'll see where we go. No.
Get to the 30.
Play for a field goal
Right.
right now.
Right.
Say, Jameis, as fast as possible.
Yeah.
No
get to the
timeouts,
35,
right.
and
Yeah.
we're kicking.
Yep.
Because they're going to give that to you. They are.
Right.
So, Joe, I think it's a good point. I think so often we go, all right, let's see where we land. Having 3 timeouts in this situation is very rare.
Yeah.
How does that possibly happen? No, I mean, truly. First time all game he takes a check down. Like, seriously?
With prevent, too.
Joe got a million catches
how?
tonight.
First time all game he takes a check down, and it doesn't go for yards as well.
Yeah.
And it's not even to a running.
And the clock's just running.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you took a check down for no yards. That cost you 30 seconds.
And that is almost impossible.
That's very anti-Jameis Winston. There's the Jameis. Oh!
Now we're just chucking things up
Yep.
here.
Can't believe I didn't get Bo Nix to 300 passing rushing. That's unimaginable.
Yeah.
It's crazy in this game, too. You see Bo Nix.
Well, their
like 18
defenses
completions.
accounted for 14 points,
Yeah.
right?
It's hard. It erases a lot of time for your offense.
He landed at 299. I'm not even talking about, the state of the game. I'm talking about the fact that he landed at 299.
Or even that, running play. Hey,
Yeah,
instead
don't
of sliding,
slide.
just
Yeah, try and
your head
score.
down 4 more yards.
Or even again, like Marvin Mims rolls 1 extra yard.
Yep.
So everything that could go wrong in that situation did go wrong in that situation. So
check down.
Dropped.
by the way, he has been atrocious tonight.
Dropped a lot of balls. That's
like he
his
has
third.
2 touchdowns tonight. He has been terrible, David Njoku. He has been so bad. Looks slow as all get out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did he get too big? Like, he was the athletic dude
He was.
downfield.
Now he's a block.
Can he even do his touchdown celebrate? He doesn't do that anymore.
No.
The one where he jumps up in the air? Like, he
No.
can't do that anymore.
That was only at the U.
Yeah.
We're 23 at the U.
Now here's my question.
I think.
Did he?
I think so.
If
Double
they
check.
No, but
if they throw incomplete, will they call their timeouts on the other side?
no.
Why not, though, right?
Game's over. They're done for the season.
See. Just
I
throw
think
it.
But it was a single number at Miami.
You might be
9.
right. Here we go. Come on, get up.
Jerry Jeudy now up to 235 receiving. There goes the timeout.
It's a bad call there. All right.
I guess you have no
What was
choice,
it?
but I don't know.
I'm going to get this picture.
Like, how is the
He
first?
wasn't 80.
the
It must have been 86 like a freshman year, though, no? Was he
Hmm.
always 86?
Might have been.
Maybe, yeah, how about
Maybe.
that? Never remember that.
How was the first play of this possession? How was the first play a completed pass for no yards? Like,
that's how you get it started, especially against a team that's on like a prevent defense.
Like, Donnie, the theme of this game tonight has been everything's happened quickly.
Torch it downfield, yeah.
And they went,
yep,
yeah, all right, we got it here. That's just like so crazy to watch. All right, well, we're following it the whole way, but I do think it's also the possibility we're not here on the other side. It's possible, as we've watched a 70-point performance in prime time between the Broncos and the Browns.
Yeah.
Barring a miracle, Denver will win this game and go to 8-5, heading into their bye week. A very late bye week. I am sure they've been waiting on this one, and I'm sure they're happy to see it finally here, Lisi.
Yeah.
A team now projected to make the postseason.
Yeah,
certainly.
and playing well. Quarterback Bo Nix made enough plays. You saw Sutton step up. Marvin Mims coming into his own, a playmaker. They're a tough team, tough out, especially at home.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to hit a break here. Likely you'll be with Casey Hudson and Tom Vecchio on the other side on Sports Grid.
It's a new era in CFB to start off this year, put on full display.
My take on this game is simple. I know some people will be upset about it. Good riddance to the Pac-12.
Can you do it in terms of the week to week to week?
I don't see a pathway for this team to miss the college football playoff.
We want to make sure you have those best bets in the entirety of our betting cards. That was thinking! But he had that program was already going there!
Only on Sports Grid.
We live in a society right now where everybody's a snowflake, everybody's a cupcake, and everybody thinks that nothing is fair. Everything is like, it's not fair. We should have a better chance. We need more. You know what? I'm old enough to remember when you needed to have a perfect goddamn record to win a college football championship. That's the way it was. 11-1, too bad.
Sports Rage tonight. Only on Sports Grid.
Fillet Indiana. They would smash them. Honestly.
Do you listen to yourself speak? That's not a reality question. They have not played each other. You are using hypothetical.
And they got embarrassed.
As so many
if
teams
they would
do.
have won that football, yes, that's you're
but that's the thing,
100% correct.
No.
The
Stop.
only
Please stop.
the only
Let me
argument
speak.
is Indiana is a decent football team and a product of their environment.
The early line. Only on Sports Grid.
He shouldn't need to hire outside help at this point to be able to help him, let alone outside help, Joe, that used to work for him.
Until they get him out of the way, I just don't see how this gets any better. And like you said, who are you picking from? Because most people who know the league want nothing to do with the ownership group there with the Jets.
Pharrell Coast to Coast. Only on Sports Grid.